I don't know about that. You decide that. So, hi guys, it's me here, your girl Angel. Welcome to my channel. This is Robin Mind with Angel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, I'm Angel, pleased to meet you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please don't forget to do that. Turn on your notification bell whenever I drop a new video, you get notified. At the end of every video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So today, I want to discuss about marriage at home and marriage abroad. And this is a very versatile topic and a very controversial topic as well. I'm going to make it part 1 and part 2. Firstly, I want to discuss about marriage back home. You know, those of us that live in Nigeria, that live in Africa, you know, our marriages are different from those that live abroad. So I want to believe the marriage setting of Africa is almost 80% the same. But I just want to narrow it to where I come from as a Nigerian. So if you don't know, I'm a Nigerian, a proud Nigerian anyway. A proud Nigerian? I don't know about that. You decide that. So back on the topic on marriage back home. I'm using the word marriage back home so that those abroad will understand I'm talking about marriage in Africa, to be precise, Nigeria. You see, our African marriage setting is a kind of complicated because we have different tribes, different religion, and the marriages are intertwined. They are almost the same, but they are different. But I want to speak generally because I know some people say, "Oh, my place is not like that. My home is not like that. I grew up in a different family." But we're talking about majority, not minority, because definitely there will be exception in whatever I'm going to say. There will be marriages that are perfect. There will be marriages, you know, that are different from others. But I just want to talk generally on what we see in most marriages. So you see, when people move from here, Nigeria, to abroad, they kind of fail in their marriages. They kind of pass through a lot. Their marriages is being thrown with a lot of stones, and the unshakable shall remain. So marriages suffer a lot when they move abroad. So that's why we want to discuss it, how it is here, why the marriages you see are still being held together. You think they are working. You see them working. It looks like it's working because there are many factors that holds this marriage, and there are a lot that the partners consider that enables the marriage to stand. So, ordinarily, marriages pass through a lot. We have individual differences. We have children coming into the marriage. We have different upbringing. We have in-laws and in-laws, and we have society. There's a lot that contributes to how marriage is being shaped. We have tradition and religion. A lot. I can't name. I'm just naming but a few. So why am I discussing this marriage? I believe it's a topic that we need to discuss because marriage back home in Nigeria, marriage here in Africa, marriage in Nigeria looks like it's working in quotes. Why? Because a lot of things hide the true stage of marriage, the true reality of marriage, the way it is, and many factors, like I've mentioned, the things that shapes the kind of marriage. But I want to talk about the things that holds the marriage together, factors that looks like pillars that's holding the marriage together. If I don't want to go to individual contributions, I just want to see some factors that we can pick from outside, because if I want to talk about personally, there are many things that holds marriage together. You know, we can talk about psychological, we can talk about pretense, we can talk about you wanting it to work, you know, desperation, a lot of things that's personal. But I want to look at outside our personality, you understand? Because when we get abroad, you will see that the factors outside our personality is one of the reasons why marriages are crashing. You understand? So because we look at that when we get there, because the factors that are outside are the factors that push the marriage to the core. You get it? So now we want to talk about outside factors that helps to hold the marriage. Number one, most homes, I use the word most home because not every home, not every family, every marriage has a support system. You understand? But I'm talking about most generally. So most homes you will see siblings coming to help at home. You will see mother, father, brothers, sisters, friends, auntie, uncle, neighbor. You can leave your children with the neighbors and go to work and come back and do whatever you want to do and go to the market and come back. You can be at the market and your children will be at home. You don't worry. You can leave your kids at home. They will play as long as there is food at home. There are always people around in the compound. That's one thing about Africa. There are always people around. It's never a situation whereby the whole compound is dry. Nobody's at home. There is always people around. So you can leave your kids at home. Some that has the money, they have house helps. And not only those that has the money, some have house helps because they go to the village and bring somebody to help them. Maybe because they have one petty business or the other, or maybe because they are working mom, and they need somebody to help them with the kids. So it doesn't really depend. It doesn't really mean that you have money. So some people just need an house help. So they go and take their sisters, children, or one of their, how we do it there. So they have extended families, like I said, neighbors and parents. These are external factors that helps to cover some loopholes in the home, on the side of the man and on the side of the woman. Because now we're talking about marriage between the man and the woman. So why is marriage crashing and there's a lot of things happening in the home? So we're trying to see how it affects here at home and abroad, because it seems to be working here back home, but when they get abroad, the marriages crumble. You understand? So we want to see why this works at home. So these are one of the external factors that are helping to hold the marriage. So they have a whole support system, and these systems allows them to hide, a weak, this support system hides some elements that is already in the marriage that people call red flags now. Some elements that is supposed to make the man and the woman head to boo. When you are opening the door, someone is coming to you, boo, knock your head together. So those elements that bring that friction, this support system tends to hide it. This support system hide a weak marriage that is already weak. That some things have already been collapsed. Some things have already collapsed. Some ingredient is no more ingredient anymore. The sweetness is no more sweetening anymore in the marriage. It's already weak. It has lost its taste. So now, it helps to hide deficiency in the marriage. It helps to hide defectiveness in the marriage. This system. So now, this support system sometimes helps you and I to ignore expected duties. Duties that are expected of each partner, expected of you, expected of me. Because we have all this support system, it makes you to ignore some things that is expected of you and I to do in our homes as wives or as husbands, to our spouse. These support systems are the external factors that balance the marriage. This support system, helps you to avoid dealing with the existing problems in the marriage. There is a problem already, because the moment two of you marry each other, you started living under the same roof. Give it 3 months. 3 months is even far. Let me just give it a grace of 6 months. Why here? Even some people, they start their marriage with house helps. They start their marriage with family all around. So there is a problem underlying, because two of you have not gotten to know each other. That is an existing problem, invisible existing problem. So now, some problem are already existing that leads you to if and so, let's look for somebody to come and help me and bring Nkechi from here, bring Tayo from there, bring Yabo. So when those friction starts in the beginning, you people finally look for a support system to cover you up. So now, these are existing problems that in due time, Nkechi will marry comot. In due time, Nkechi no go be house girl forever. In due time, Tayo will start to learn hairdressing, tailoring, fashion designer, makeup, everything. So now the problem will surface again. This problem wanna cement, it will surface because it is there already. It is not solved. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. So now, this external support system helps our marriages to stand. It looks great and perfect. Especially if we are that type that knows how to celebrate, that knows how to pretend. When we get out, you see how beautiful I'm looking? That sister marriage is working. And when she go out, my husband did this, my husband did that. Lie, voila. Because it is not visible to the society. That's why I don't want to talk about personal contribution. individual attributes, because even we as individual, we contribute to the things that makes it to look like it's working. It's either it is working or it's not working. We cannot merry-go-round around it. If there is a problem in the marriage, there will be a problem until that problem is solved. Merry-go-round around it, you still come back there. It's like a roundabout. So I don't want this video to be too long. My next video, I'm going to talk about abroad marriage. You understand? So I want you all to fill in the gap, because these are the things I see when I look at marriages that are not working abroad. And apart from these external factors, we as individuals, we got a lot to do. Yes, we have a lot to do for marriage to work wherever, despite where we find ourselves, or abroad. But I'm just focusing on the external factors that contributes to when people see marriages or homes that are thriving, and it looks like it's really thriving, but it's not. This is not to downplay beautiful homes that are working, even with all these factors around. I will say there is none. There is a lot. A lot of marriages are functioning great, even with all these external factors. And anywhere they go, they will stand the test of time. So I'm not talking about you sis, you my odogus, that are being the odogu or the odogu in the odogu's home. I'm not talking about those men that know how to be men and husbands in their homes. I'm not talking about those men that knows how to totori and pampalize their babes. No. I'm not talking about those six that knows how to be a virtuous woman in the home. Yes, clucky girls. I'm not talking about you girls, because I know you all exist. Before you come to my comment section and say, hey, yeah, not all of them. I know, I see you. I'm not also talking about those homes that are pushed to the wall. No, I'm not talking about those violent. Before you even get to the violent level, all these factors are the thing that even started it. So I'm not talking about the extreme. Let me use that word. Let me not subject it. I'm not talking about the extreme ones. I'm just talking about the general things that we see that are factors that really, if we have to be sincere to ourselves, that helps homes to stand. Whereas things are falling apart and the middle cannot stand. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if you get me, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. I can't help you. So today is not to bash any home. Today is not to bash marriages. Today is not to pull down any marriage, any home, any man, any woman. Today is for us to do deep and say, what if this is not there? Those of us in Nigeria, what if we don't have all this support system around? Will our home still look so bright? Will our home will people still look at us with that same eye that they looked and say, oh, these people, their family now top notch? Without all this adjustments, all this peppers and salt that is around. Because marriage is just for the two people. And by His grace, we have all this salt and pepper and mangi and all this curry and thyme to sweeten it. But what if those things are not there? How will our marriage still look? Ask yourself. That's the essence of this video. Those of us in Nigeria, those of you in Africa, all of us, how will our homes and marriages look like if we do not have external support system? That is a food for thought for us. And I will leave this video here. See you in my next video, where we'll talk about marriages abroad and why our marriages that moves from here abroad cannot stand. We'll see why the external system helps that marriage to fall, because things has already fallen apart back home, and when you get here, it fall apart. See you in my next video. It's me, your girl Angie, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.